What is up, guys? It is GGYoshi here, and today we will be talking about Loki, a god in Smite that I'm sure everybody knows about. We are going to be saying a few things about him, but most of all, let's just start with the abilities. He has access to Vanish, which allows him to go invisible for short periods of time, coming out and doing damage over time. He has a Decoy, which taunts enemies towards it and does damage at the end of the lifetime. He has an Armed Strike, which is a buff to his auto attacks, giving it slow and extra damage, and his ultimate, Assassinate, which stuns and damages enemies, as well as his passive, Behind You, which hurts enemies more if he is behind them. Loki is a god that needs a buff, and I'm going to tell you guys some reasons why. So starting off with the obvious, Loki doesn't do enough damage. He doesn't have enough kill potential. Definitely can't tower dive other enemies, and the DOT is not enough on his first ability. He definitely doesn't have enough to go invisible, go in, and kill anyone in the front lines for almost free. One thing that Loki has a giant problem with is stealing enemy buffs. He's really not good at it, and once he does, if he does take the buff, it's extremely hard for him to then turn around and get out for free, and it usually results in him dying or not getting the buff stolen from the enemy team, which is definitely not a very good thing to have to look at. Loki cannot get easy kills. He's little to no help in a team fight whatsoever. And singling out one person of the enemy team to help out the other team is usually one thing you don't want to look at in a character. And that's might be the only one thing he's good at. Another thing he's horrible at is killing an enemy, then staying in lane with the low health he has received from killing that enemy, and then, in turn, killing another enemy for just as easy. Now, another thing we're going to have to go into is the fact that Loki is absolutely horrible at turning around a fight. If he gets attacked on first, he will most likely never win. And if the enemy goes under tower, he cannot kill them. It's almost impossible for Loki to tower dive. Then, after tower diving, one thing that you absolutely cannot do with Loki is stay in lane with the low health you've received from the tower and enemy gods, and then get yet another kill. Absolutely horrible at doing that. Now, one thing he definitely cannot do is wave clear. Loki's wave clear may be one of the worst in the game, and his decoy, almost one-shotting minions, is absolutely horrible. His ultimate does no damage, and the stun definitely doesn't help him get any extra damage out of his other abilities. One thing he's absolutely horrible at is going in, killing the enemy team, helping his team fight them, and then getting out for nearly free. Once Loki's into a team fight and once he gets low, it's over for him. And especially, come on, how are you supposed to go into a team fight, get to half health, and then solo Bull Demon King with Loki? It's absolutely impossible, and he can't do it. There's no way Loki would ever be able to solo anything like the Bull Demon King in his lifetime. He can't get kills, can't do damage, can't get crits. Loki just doesn't work as a character in this game, so he needs a buff to become strong at all. He can't disrupt the other team, he can't get anything out of their towers, he can't hurt objectives, and he definitely can't get away with anything for free. So please, Hi-Rez, if you're watching this, give Loki a buff.